Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Strand Farm, where we grow independent together. Today's episode, we're gonna be on day 3 of campfire beans.
Well, I don't know, because that sat out for a while. We should just start over.
Start over?
I don't know if it's cold enough to really, because there's meat bones and stuff. I think I'm just gonna start over today.
Okay. So this is day 3 of perpetual campfire. We're gonna feed the chickens. We're gonna fell these Fraser magnolias. We're gonna fell some oaks. We're gonna check on the compost pile. We're gonna level the trailer. And we invite y'all to come along with us. Let's charge these GoPro batteries, or we just ain't gonna make it through all this recording though. Bing. All right. Turn off the solar energizer. It's not getting enough sun. Flashing green and red. Yeah. All right, let's go check on the chickens. We're doing an experiment with different feed types for these chickens to see which one makes them the most satiated. And then we've got our own, we bought all the individual components of chicken feed, which is pretty expensive, all organic. And we're gonna see if that actually ends up being more cost effective because the birds are more full. Hey, wait for me. I like to have several different feeding areas because due to the pecking order, like our most veteran girls, they're not gonna let any of these other chickens eat for quite some time. So if you separate the feeding areas, everybody gets a chance to get some breakfast. Let's find another area. Compost pile. Let's see what the temperature is. Oh. Ooh. I don't mind this, guys. We're right at the bottom of the ideal composting temperature. So we're just right at 80 degrees. It started at 60. It's been climbing about 5 degrees per day. So now we're entering that zone where there's a lot of microbial action taking place. We're gonna leave it covered because if I don't, these chickens are gonna tear through it. And while some of the purpose is the chickens getting to eat, hey Moose. While some of the purpose is the chickens getting to eat some of the microbiota inside that compost pile, I'm also trying to make some final soil. So I'm gonna close this door for the day, and we'll add more bedding to the camp poster. Let's go rake up some leaves.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, just what we love to do. Not only are we clearing the driveway of the leaves, but we're getting the leaves for our chickens so we can make soil. Oh.
So 1 tarp load of leaves is going to go into the camp post. That's that. Now we'll get 2 more tarp loads for just the chicken run, chicken area, so they can tear it up. Every day you add another layer of leaf mulch on top of all the poops and stuff from overnight. When you're making this sandwich, and you're prepping your compost pile for like a week.
Turn this music off. It's John Prine. All right, looks like we got her going. I'm going to make, I was gonna do perpetual beans, but I don't think it was cold enough last night. I'm sure it's fine, but just to be safe. Also, James got some ash in there. So we're gonna give all that to the chickens, clean that out, and then we're gonna start over. So today we're gonna do, I've got my pinto beans. They was soaking overnight. I've already rinsed them. I've got some chicken broth that I made from some chicken bones. I got a little onion here, and then I've got some stuff in the garden back here that I'll probably throw in because we've got to harvest all this stuff. At least the stuff that's in the trajectory of this tree, because that's the way it wants to go, is across the garden. Right across through there. So all them peppers, all them beans, them tomatoes, and I've got some celery over here that I want to use. So we'll probably just harvest as much as we can today, and then we'll freeze dry some of it, preserve it, and then we'll put some in our soup. Get a moose. You want this moose? You want this broth? Come here. Some broth?
All right. I think this Fraser mag is the next one to go. I'm gonna start moving the stand.
Just cutting up this onion.
You want to take this with you to get?
Look at all these stink bugs under here. That's disgusting. Whoa.
Where? Oh, they're like honey, 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 honey. Boop, boop.
What do we do? How do we get
Honey. Come on, James. Sugar water.
Huh? I think beans is one of my favorite things to grow. It's just so easy and plentiful. And apparently you don't need much sun either. Y'all still doing y'all's thing. That is awesome. Not a lot of beans. When I see some blooms. There's still lots of little beans like this on. And these leaves, I think the chickens will really like it. So let's just get it out of here, since this area is going to be failed on.
Since I have a few extra minutes this morning, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out all of these green bean plants. I could just keep them here and let them compost in place over the winter, but they have more value to me as a chicken snack. And the girls just love it.
Maybe this will just be the color that they're going to be.
Well, try one. I can't believe that is one tomato plant. It goes all the way over here.
it's into this marigold. Like, what on earth is way over here?
That's nuts.
It's way over there, way over here. That is a huge plant.
I was listening to Matt Powers on Crow 777 the other day.
Yeah.
And he was talking about something we were talking about, like when you get your soil right.
You just need one plant.
Some of your, like he's talking about like a corn, like one corn plant having like 13 cobs on it, kind of thing.
Like thousands of seeds.
Yeah. So like one plant, hundreds of tomatoes.
Right.
Can you imagine that? Just planting like a couple.
No. I think this might be Justin's peppers. I'm trying to figure out. I still don't know which one's his. But this looks very similar in the shape.
Well, I got the chainsaw sharpened. I got my platform built. I have my estimation as to where the tree's gonna fell to, so you got to get your guess in.
Oh, okay.
We've got food cooking for our perpetual bean dinner. We've got the chickens fed, the leaves added to their system. It's still morning. Sun hasn't hit this area. It's time to fell our first tree. So reminders and lessons from yesterday are measure twice, cut once. I want a smooth tree felling today. We only cut 3 trees down yesterday when it probably could have been closer to 7. We spent half a day on one tree. So we're gonna take our time on our cuts today, and we're gonna be a safe distance away from the trees when they fell, and we're gonna have a good day doing it. I'm just getting my gear on. We're gonna communicate with our cell phones. Ashley on standby watches the tree, watches for any limbs that might be falling, you know, duck and cover, or just letting me know when timber time has come. So I'm gonna set myself up with that. I'm gonna put my gear on. I'm gonna start the chainsaw, and we're gonna let this guy go.
Do you want to leave the camera here for now?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I do.
I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't.
Put the camera right here. I'm gonna fell to this side of it. Chainsaw was acting funny.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. And then your chainsaw doesn't work. We have read that it might be the spark arrestor screen. It looks clean. That's not causing any issues. I think the spark plug was wet.
Let's do this thing.
All right, you guys, it was the spark plug that was a little wet. So we sanded it off. Ashley got it fixed. Chainsaw started up. Let's get this show on the road. Nice work, everybody. Okay. There we go. We're just gonna limb this tree. Fell exactly where we needed it to. Took our time on our cuts. Everybody stayed safe. Here's my wedge cut. Here's my back cut. It looks great. Awesome. And see, it's a smaller diameter tree, so the back cut I like to try to keep under a 1/2 inch above the back of the wedge cut. Anything higher than that, there's some sort of inappropriate relationship with the hinge wood. Okay, y'all, this should be a good vantage point for tree number 11 that needs to come down. You can't see it in the frame, but up above we've tied off another tension line because this tree wants to go this way. And I need to encourage it to go this way. So my tension line's pulling slightly that direction. I'm gonna make my cuts so that it falls in this direction, and hopefully we get it to go the right way. Woo! Oh, that was a tough cut. See, I cut this sucker to go that way. It still fell that way, even with my hinge wood's not very good here. My wedge cut was too deep. I tried doing my angle cut first instead of my horizontal cut, but I really should have stuck to a 1/3 here. And then once again, it's hard when you're holding the chainsaw like I am, but that's no excuse. I need to take my time, get my cuts where they need to be. Because if my hinge wood was heavy on this side, the tree probably would have pulled that way. Now, thankfully, we didn't take out our pressure tank up here. See, it's just right in line. Definitely would have hit the airstream that we're here, which is why we took it out. All these trees are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These need to go. We're gonna get as much of that done today before the wind picks back up. They don't always go how you fall, but that's why you make precautions. All right, we're gonna eat some breakfast. Ashley pulled up some of our breakfast burritos. We got them heating up. And then she just added some of the remaining lima beans from our garden. She's harvesting pretty much everything today because we're thinking these oak trees are gonna have to fall through the garden. We don't know how else to make them go. So let's eat breakfast.
That's a big old tree.
I'll limb this tree real quick, okay? And breakfast was good. That one was a lot better. That one fell in the way I cut it. The wedge is nice and even. The back cut is nice and even. The hinge wood is nice and even. And it fell in the line. That's the tried and true method. I'm sitting here trying to do all those compensations. All right, I'm gonna limb this tree, then we'll get the last magnolia down. All right, you guys, we are live here in Ashley's wattle garden. She finished harvesting because we might be destroying it today. This is the final of our Fraser magnolia trees that needs to come down. And I gotta put it right through here. I'm gonna try to avoid the wattle fence. I'm gonna try to avoid this tree. but it's right in line, so hopefully everything goes all right. Oofta. What all did we hit? We hit our woodshed. Fence is intact. Meh. Just skimmed. Just, wow, couldn't have been any closer. Maybe damaged the top board. Good thing our bikes weren't in their bike rack. Hey, I call it a success. We saved the trees that we wanted to. I did not destroy our wattle fence. And fortune was on our side today. We'll take it. All right, we're gonna do some limbing, and then we might fell this big daddy oak tree right here. And that one is gonna come down right across, you guessed it, the wattle fence garden. All right, you guys, this is tree number 14. This is a, what kind of oak, hon?
Red.
That is a red oak. Need to start remembering my leaf patterns. Cutting it up here. Oh boy, IBC totes. Strand Farm water tower, maybe? Anyway, this tree needs to go right through there. We want to avoid the maple tree. That's the one that grandma's grass hangs out on. And then this oak tree right here, this one is going to come down soon, but not yet, and I'd like to not hit its tops. So we're aiming for right there. Let's get it. It's going.
It did that thing where it went ooh. I was like, okay, I don't want to wait any longer.
Everybody can hear it crack. All right, you guys safe over there watching this? Because that tree's coming down.
Please don't hit Grandma's tree.
All right. Thank you for holding your breath and all your prayers on that one. That turned out okay. Look at this. It started to barber chair this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this, guys. Wow. So Ashley said she called it too soon. I saw the tree starting to go myself, but look how much hingewood there is here.
I should have waited another half of a second.
If I got another half inch, that thing wouldn't have slowed down.
I was just paranoid that you were gonna fall or something.
Well, there was enough time for me to get out of there, that's for sure. For sure. We're gonna keep getting better at this. And our oak tree spared the maple. Do you guys see how we have our trees crisscrossing? This is for the sake of bucking and processing. It's gonna be a lot easier to process these trees that they're not on the ground. Just climb up here. Standing on the tree top.
I did call you earlier. I realized that after I did it, but
That's okay.
I just wanted to be sure you were out of there.
Well, how many trees did we fell today?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's 14 total trees.
In 3 days.
Of the proposed 21. Are we gonna cut 21? Maybe. Some of our plans have changed, but that hasn't changed our tree plan really. I don't think I have enough energy to do any round cutting or bucking today. I kind of want to
take a break.
I need to take a break.
We've been at it since very early.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Safety starts to go when you start getting tired. We've put a full day in today. Thank you guys for stopping by while we prepare for winter. It's my birthday month, so it's gonna be a fun time. See you later.